Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 12, and he has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills, and boy, oh boy, has he come a far way. He's doing amazing. So, doing a little bit different today. I'm doing a flower arrangement, but I just got, sometimes I do this and sometimes I don't. I put a little more white in that than I wanted to, but it'll all work out. That's what I always say. We'll get there when we get there. So I'm just kind of, it's funny that the weather has made everything like drying in slow motion. So not that it really truly matters, because if you've watched before, you know I'm always putting wet paint on top of wet paint on top of wet paint when I shouldn't really be doing it, but that's the way we go. So I haven't done in a while any of my roses. Like, I make little button roses sometimes, but a lot of times I go through and I don't necessarily have like this rose that looks like a rose, but I'm trying to make myself go outside the box a little bit more. And roses are one of the things that kept me from painting. And I don't always do flowers, I do animals and different things, but roses were those things that I saw people, I wanted to be able to paint roses. And I saw how gorgeous some people would paint these roses, and I'm like, well, I'm never going to be that rose painter. And had I let that continue my thought process, I truly would not be doing this, and I would have missed out on so many painting times and moments to share our story and my journey and Owen's journey and just life. And so don't be afraid to do your roses, your whatever it is, whatever. I didn't want to do watercolors because I didn't feel like I could control any of it. I didn't feel like I could handle it. And so I do acrylics because I knew oils wouldn't be something I wanted to use with Owen just because of the harder aspects of doing it for him and the smells and different things for me. So it's just one of those things that you have to kind of find what you want to do and what you want to really use. So I am going to kind of do some things that I haven't done in a while. Try some different paintbrushes. And sometimes that makes it, see how thin my paints look? This is the, like, the last few days have been so wet and dry at the same time. I don't even know how to explain it. So we're gonna have, oh, this is good. I stuck my whole thing in the green and there it goes again. Probably will have to use, we'll see. So we're just gonna add some more color in this and fill it in, and see, there's our rose. That's what we're doing. So I'm gonna do, oh, see, if you've watched before, you know paint goes everywhere. I am messy painter sometimes. Most of the time. We'll just go with most of the time. We'll just keep saying most of the time. And I'm in this like high speed mode. Owen was up at 2 this morning. And I am, if you're new to the page, I am currently going in through breast cancer chemo, and I'll have my surgery in December. And I'm feeling pretty good, except for I might be a little tired. Might be just a little bit tired, I'm telling you. But, you know, that's the way the ball bounces sometimes. So as that dries a little bit, I'll probably be adding a few more little layers to this. But we're just going to keep going. See? Mucho paint on a section. But it's okay. I'm sure I'll drop some and complain about it because that's what I usually do. Oh, and I probably sound cranky tonight, but again, I'm tired. And see what I said? It doesn't really matter where things are because we're going to cover half of it up, but we just like to build from there. So it's okay. We just keep moving forward. Just keep moving around the bend. And if it doesn't exactly look like a rose, guess what? There's a million other flowers it can look like, and we will be all the happier. That will be fun, fun. Fun, fun, fun. Because we just, we want to make the flowers. The flowers need to be happy flowers. We just want them to be enjoying how they come out. Yep, that's it. We just have to love them for who they are. Told you I might be a little slap happy. Probably a lot slap happy. I'm not going to do all roses, but I'm going to do a little bit more here. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. We want to get some of the other stuff in there. And it's okay if they mix together because they're just having fun. They're just out there having fun. Whoa, that was almost going to be a mess. But it's okay. Whatever happens. You see, I already gotten lots of mess earlier on. So it's quite all right. Whatever happens, happens. We just go with the flow. Sometimes we don't even know what the flow is. We just keep working until it looks like something. That's all I can tell you is sometimes I truly have no clue what's going to happen. I just know that we're going to keep painting till it gets some color and get some design as to what we think it should look like. But it's okay. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever happens, happens. So I'm very, 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 very excited. This next Saturday, the 16th, November 16th, all the days are blending together. I'm doing a comedy special with some other people to benefit, where I'm going for my cancer treatments. The boutique, they help people with haircuts and wigs and different things like that. And so I'm very excited because we're going to perform, and I haven't done comedy now in several months. I used to do it a lot more, and I'm going to try to start remembering my lines so that I can start doing comedy more, because I truly miss it. But we're doing this comedy special for, like I said, the benefit of the cancer center's boutique. And so I am thrilled to do it. And I was looking at my set earlier, and I got a long way to go to remember it. My brain does not hold. Cancer brain is definitely a thing. And then just between that and my thyroid, it's always interesting to see what my brain decides to remember and to forget. And I can tell you, it forgets a lot more than it remembers. And now it's just even more with the the whole cancer brain. I've been doing chemo. My last infusion was this past Thursday. Before my surgery, I go in December to have my surgery. So I am ready for that next phase to come on through so that I can move on from this. I just know that my doctor is going to get it all, and I'm sure I'll still have to do some chemo and some other things, but radiation. But I just have faith that God is walking with me on this journey, and my doctor is very confident, and I love that. I love her attitude towards all of this, and how she's handled my wants and needs. And I didn't want to know a lot of the ins and outs of it because I can only handle so much. And people will ask me, and there's, again, nothing wrong with this question, but people will ask me what stage I'm at. And I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't really care because it's just a number. And the more that I know about that number, the harder it is to process. So I just want to keep moving forward. I don't want to think about all the little parts of it. I'm trying to decide what colors I'm putting where is what's happening over here. So, and like I told you, as it dries, we'll kind of add in some stuff. But so I am just moving along with this and just continuously praying that my prayers will be answered, because I got a lot of living to do. I got a lot of things I want my son to know and I want to be part of, and I don't want to miss out on any of it. And so that's a big thing for me, is seeing my son grow and ooh, did we catch it? Did you see it? And that's the thing, is I don't want to miss any of it. So I am just in it to win it. And that's the part that I need to have, you know? That did not turn out exactly like I wanted it to, but that's okay. See, I'm telling you, it's okay. We'll get there. Really need to use a different brush. But if you've watched before, you know I hardly ever trade my brush. I use pretty much one brush, but today I've used 3. But I like using one brush because I like to see how the colors are kind of filling in and what happens with that. So that's why I do that a lot. But it doesn't always work out the way I think it should. For example, that one right there. But we'll give it a minute and maybe I'll rework it just a hair. We'll see. But we're getting close. We are getting close. I'm going to do a few little swoops. I think I need some just a few. I don't want to fill it in too much, but I did want to fill it in. I think we're gonna need to just turn this around a little bit. It seems like too much of a bobble mess. I don't know. That might look a little more seasonal. I don't know. I keep thinking I want just a little orange trail down here. Okay, I think that's it. I think we're just gonna not overdo it. I overdo it sometimes, lots of times. So I do O for Owen since he helps me paint the background. And then we do L and B. There we go. Thanks so much for watching and being a part of our day. Toodles, toodles.